Hello. Hello out there. Now, I have a new mic, so new. Not really too sure if anybody can hear through it. Let's give it a shot. Oh, hello, hello. Okay. Testing. Testing, testing, testing.
O slash.
Testing, testing. I'm testing my noise gate here. Right now the noise gate is off. Oh. So the noise gate is probably the biggest key here. It's catching... Why do I have the limiter on? Oh, the limiter so I don't go any higher. Okay. Oh no. Hello? What the heck? Oh man, it's doing it again. Or it doesn't get the game. Okay. I'll just close out the game and then come back in. Could be the OBS, I think. Alright, give me a second.
With what? 11.
No. My mic is working a little too well probably right now. Let me see. Testing. Testing. Okay. Alright, be right back. Gonna make sure things are working on this side. 14 isn't showing up on the screen, so 11's probably gonna have the same problem, but give me a second.
Weird. I'm gonna have to get on 14 as well and at least get the frontline daily done on both charts. I'm basically done for the week, so all I could really do is that and tribe quest.
Alright, I'm back. I have no idea what is happening to this game here. I'm trying to figure out why it doesn't want to show up on screen. I'm gonna have to use my backup method. I will, but I don't know what's happening here. Let's try again. Yeah, something. Come on. What is with this OBS, dude? Certain things will work and certain things just will not work. So that works, but the game version, game function, does not want to work. And I don't know how that's happening. Game built in Chromium cannot be captured using game capture. Use Windows capture and display cap. What? Game is built on Chromium? What? Oi, 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 oi. Yeah, it's not being captured at all. This is a problem. Yeah, I don't know what the heck's happening. Guess I have to use my backup, which is not good. I don't like using my backup.
Hey,
Cherry. Hey. Alright, the certain things that are new here. The mic is definitely new. Got to take this. What the fuck is this down here? Oh yeah, it's that. I ate most of that. I probably sound louder and different, but that is because I am using a new mic. I have a new mic now. I wanted to try to get a new camera so that I can like display at least my face a little bit, but I think right now it's not doing so well. Yeah, see? Oh. Yeah, see. So I still don't know what's going on with that. And I think that's OBS.
Nice hat.
Thank you. So that's still a problem. We still don't know what the heck's going on with that. That's my phone. Ignore that. So away with the like somehow the combination of the game and the OBS is causing a lot of strain. And I think maybe I need either more memory or I need to find something else. I just don't know. So I'll have to figure that out. On that note, doesn't seem like there's anybody really on today unless they're all at the Arcadia or somewhere else. I know a lot of people are doing like ultimates. But today is Black Friday, so if you're an American, you're probably out there bamboozling yourself in what is known as Black Friday. How do I sound? I'm probably sounding a little bit far away. That's because the location of the mic is not in front of my face this time. I have like an auto mute button. And I have something to really like get my voice here. Like I can turn it low, I can turn it high. You probably just heard that. So it's a brand new mic. I also gifted myself a new graphic card. So it's one of the 40 series. So I decided to see if 4060 would work. If not, I mean, I could always get a 4070, a 4080, 4090 is expensive as hell. But that's what's going on here. Oh, I pressed the button again. So I'm still in 11 mode. So I keep pressing the button for that.
In my case, I've had no problem with the 4060.
The 4060 has been fine. Well, I'm getting the 46. I have the 4060 because of dude, I won on both fronts. That's amazing. I'm gonna unequip my pants. I'm not wearing any pants today. Let me see. The gear exchange is over here. No, I need to get it from over here, right? No, I need to get it from Curiosities? Yeah. I have one. It's for the pants. So I need for the pants. Pants is
You will be more than fine with that. So we're dealing with a no pants Friday, huh?
Yeah, that's what we're doing today, guys. No pants, no glory. Y'all understand, right? That's hat. I'm getting pants. Huh. So we're probably going to be doing a lot of things today. We're going to do some inventory management. That's hilarious.
TBF, not like I can RLY judge. I've walked around without my top a bit ago cause I needed to upgrade it and forgot to grab the stuff for it XD.
Neat. Think I have everything on this side. I just need it all upgraded. Yeah, I just need all of that upgraded. I need the ring. I'm down one ring. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Excuse me. I should really also start doing like Party Finders extremes. I just don't like Party Finder so much, so I tend to stay away from them. I don't know why. I can honestly do it. It's because I didn't know like the entire fight, so I should really start doing a lot of these
Same though in my case it's
Savage
also
and
cause I'm
extremes.
cursed LOL.
I should really do like these Savage and extremes like first day, honestly. Anyway, for you Americans out there, how was your Thanksgiving? I'm hoping it was amazing. Okay. Oh, there it is. It did it twice. Whoop. Alright, let me check something here. So I did a little bit of a performance check on myself. I am lagging behind on the calculator here. It would seem there is a different way to play as a Dark Knight, and I need to figure out like how I'm going to do that. Also, I have this. I messed up with that one. Where is it? There is. Where's the blur? I need the, not the static blur, I need the normal blur. Of course it doesn't want to work. Where is it? There's the normal blur right here. Yeah, of course it doesn't want to work. That's not working right now too. There's so many things that are broken and I can't seem to... Does this work now? Nope. Oh, not at all. It does not want to work. So everything is kind of broken. All because I decided to not use Stream Element OBS. That's what was slowing down everything, by the way. It was the Stream Elements portion. So I decided to just use regular OBS to see if that works. Let me see something. Can't really get anything else. It was the weapon, but got all this. Can't get you 2 of those. Yeah, I'm very much stuck unless I start getting the Savage rings and stuff. So this is as high as I can really go. Thank you? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm kinda in the same boat for my healers. Only things I have left to do is upgrade tome gear or get savage gear.
Yeah. My gosh. I mean, we're still good on M1, I think. Like, that's the one thing that we could definitely do, but like, how we're behind on extremes, on the extreme portion of it all. And you know, I studied the fight. We should be able to
Though
just
savage
do it.
gear is not guaranteed since I'm not running healer for the static.
Right, that's right, your main heal. You could always say, hey, look, I need this piece for my whatever, and I'm sure people would gladly help out with that. Excuse me. Thank you. No. Okay, Kobe. It's just Mountain Dew. Baja Blast. Which is the best Mountain Dew. I mean, since I can't really go any further with this, in terms of my tanks, I think perhaps maybe it would be
I'm basically focusing on getting dancer gear ATM, been grabbing healer pieces with the books.
Probably would be best if I just went ahead and just start taking care of my my red mage here. And while I'm at it, so I could be doing so many other things, like raising my discipline of the hands here. So I think that's the thought process, since all of my discipline in the land is already up. Ooh, that needs a repair. Let's go ahead and repair that. No need to complain, just look at what's tame. Got my tanks up. I'm getting red mage up, and I'm gonna probably focus on magical DPS. So I'm gonna get the black mage up. After that, I think I'm going to focus on melee DPS. Then probably the healers. I really want to get back into Astro and Sage. Those two are my favorites here, especially Astro making a comeback with its cards. I was so happy to see that. White Mage is boring for me, but I still like it. It's boring to play for me, but I still like it, if you understand that. And then we'll get the range out of the way. We're gonna have to have like a whole stream with the Blue Mage, getting that leveled up and getting the rest of those spells. But it's not going to be as like deep as like when I get Blue Mage in 11, which that's going to be.
I mean, White Mage is boring, but it's mainly because it's your basic healer.
It is very much your basic healer. Monk is doing great, Dragoon's doing great, Ninja's doing great. Somehow Samurai is not winning. So somehow Samurai, the first time of its life, is not winning.
It's still my go-to pure healer because I'm enjoying it more than Astro.
Yeah, I'm on the opposite end on that. I like Astro with the cards. I used to rock Astro in Heaven's Word. It was a good time. It was a good time. All right, let's see. Who was I? All right, I got Culinarian up already. I think I was doing Alchemist. So let's get Alky up in here. It's my profile. It's my profile picture. Oh shoot! You know what? Looking at this meerkat down here,
which in a way seemed to be a good thing cause in our group we have someone that mains Scholar and Astro.
Neat. I mean, yeah, that's true. By the way, I got this. That's from the dungeon. One day it may become a dreadful Taral Vidral, but it's not this day. Yeah, I got the rabbit. So, that's your favorites. And then I got Wind Up Golbez.
I'm a fan of all healers. Nice, I remember it dropped on my second run, but I didn't get it.
Yeah,
I'm still on the Sage train for now.
I like Sage, I like Astro, I like how Sage feels in terms of attack. I think it needs more healing potency upon of attacks if you want it to become the attack base healer. So it needs a change in that. Astro being its like incredible support buff with it. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little surprised.
Sage is my main, but if there is already a shield healer I go White Mage.
Wait, hold on. Special recipes. Wait a minute, what? I already know this. I already know this. Collectibles. Yeah, I was doing these. I was doing the rarefied stuff. Oh god, I sold the Jensen lumber. I wasn't supposed to sell that. Because I knew that these two were part of my, oh my goodness, I'm an idiot. Alright, let me get all this back. Hopefully it didn't sell. It sold. I'm pretty sure. God damn it. Somebody undercutted me again. Somebody undercut me again. Oh no, somebody...
Though Astro might eventually become my pure healer later down the line, since ATM with the card change it's getting in a state that is close to how it was in HW/SB.
Well, I think they're never going to go back to that state in particular, because when it was in that state, a lot of people were complaining of how complex it actually was. And thus, I don't think Heavensward was the start of it, but I'm pretty sure it was during that time they were thinking about maybe...
Yeah, they won't go back to it fully.
Maybe it was, maybe that was the catalyst, I don't know, but because people were, like...
Not really.
Complaining...
The cards have been feeling even more static now than they were before. Just ATM, it's in a state that is close enough.
Well, I mean, like I said, back during those times it was complex for a lot of people. They just couldn't get it. That or it was too much, and I loved it because of how complex it was. Damn, really? Soft silver ingot is that much? I should really look at that. I wish this game had notes. Do we have... Is there like a hidden function where you could just put notes in? It would be a good idea. MMOs should always have some sort of notes.
Also, I said that cause we now have the versatility in the cards instead of all of them giving the same effect.
You know what? I'm gonna just do this. Say...
I mean, macros are right there.
Interests. Wait, items of interest.
I never RLY cared about the RNG tied to cards, I just hated having all of them just being a small DMG buff.
A small damage? Well, that's because it was focused on that. It wasn't just a small damage buff. I mean, for instance, Bull was a defensive buff, and I guess it still is. However, the problem was that people was like, oh, Bull, spread, everyone gets it, or Dark Knight or sorry, the tank gets it, and then they move on and they try to like, you know, they will always use up Spire. Spire was useless, you know, back in those days. They were like, screw Spire, give that up, get my spread.
Well, yeah, back in
like
HW and SV, I meant after its rework, Astro had a small DMG buff on all its cards.
Yeah, because I understand when they were looking at the game, they were like, people just focused on damage, so they tried to be like, okay, we're gonna cater to that.
Which is the version I did not like.
Yeah, that's
people
the thing
fished
about
for
that.
balance too much.
Yeah, the balance was too overpowered during it. Well, not overpowered, but it was too useful. So it was like everybody was like balanced deep melee DPS, usually ninja, because of not usually ninja, but usually whoever had the strongest. But because of that, everybody just went for the balance. They skipped everything else. Nobody really cared about everything else.
Yeah, that's why I don't RLY care about the RNG being removed.
So the RNG being removed, I mean, I like how it is right now. I just don't like, I'm really not getting this armor. I really don't care about this armor, honestly. Yeah, it's 44. I really don't care. I'm gonna sell one, see how it works. 4. I have 2 of
At
them.
least now I have my tools back, and that's all I could RLY ask for.
Let's see. Sell that. Sell that. Can I sell this? This is the Hyperboreal bench. Never mind. I want to keep that. And I need to go to Toliolo because I need to go to the market port. As far as I can say for Astro, if we get to the point where they start bringing back old things with the Astro, I would be more
mainly a
inclined to
case
play
of
it.
Astro just feels like it's missing a tiny bit for me to want to play it over White Mage.
Yeah, it comes down to like how you feel about it. Comes right down to it. Need to fix my chat here. Give me a second. Chat's a little weird. I mean, it's all up to you. I probably would have preferred how Sage worked because of just like it's an attack healer, but they didn't go full on attack healer. They went barrier healer, and some attacks did a lot of healing. It would be great if Sage emphasized
Which
on
is
attack
why I
healing.
said I might end up playing Astro more in the future if it gets a bit more.
Yeah, I understand that. Astro's actually, I think Astro's in a good place right now. It just needs a little bit more potency, in my opinion.
But for now I'll stick to Sage.
Sage is all cool and all. I want to say that Sage is also in a good place, but I think it needs more potency. I wished it emphasized on just attacking in general. There, 37, 36.
Astro currently is like one of the better AoE users, like its stellar detonation and its new DPS move are like super good.
I guess. I'll be honest, I'm not like, you know,
The
me,
recent
I'm not
increase
really...
it had is nice, but yet probably should focus more on the offensive healer aspect of Sage.
I would like to see that. I would love to see 36, 37, 36 means 72. So I need 72. I remember doing that one day. My mom was
860 potency to all enemies and enemies near it.
perhaps.
It feels so good to use.
What you talking about, Astro or Sage? If you're talking about Sage, I still have not picked it up yet. Like the only healer I actually didn't, or I didn't touch a healer at all. So I should really get into Scholar just
Since
to see how
that's
that
the
feels.
whole thing
you know?
that drew me to Sage, since I remember playing a Drain healer in another game I played and enjoyed it a lot. I'm talking about Astro here.
Oh, you're talking about Astro.
Oracle.
Okay. Oh, dear Lord, what have I not figured out here? Let me see. It was muscle memory, manipulation, veneration, waste nod. What? That's backwards. Groundwork, basic synthesis, innovation, prep. I don't think that's the one I want to use. Let me see. I want to do that. Not manipulation. If I use manipulation...
I'm still trying to debate on what class I want to start as in Po2.
What? Restore 5 after each step for 8 steps.
As nice as the potency is on Oracle, kinda sucks that it's only every 2 minutes.
Okay, and the... Oh! That's 400. Let's hope it doesn't, like, finish it or anything. Okay, thank God. Okay, final appraisal. Groundwork. Okay. And then innovate. Prep. Great stride. Beauregard. And basic. Okay. Is that here?
And well, for me, Astro didn't TRLY feel as consistent as White Mage when it comes to AoE scenarios.
Didn't really feel consistent as White Mage when it comes to AoE scenarios. I mean, what does it have? It has gravity. It has basically its constellation. Not the constellation. You know what I'm talking about? The big old dome that explodes.
Time to fight Zoral JA.
Time to fight Zoral.
But that's mainly cause White Mage has tools that are easier to use.
White Mage is the easiest healer to use, honestly. Straightforward.
Yeah.
Doesn't have any like things to worry about. Muscle memory, waste not, veneration, manipulation, groundwork, final appraisal, groundwork, innovation, prep, basic stride. I think this is it. As you can see, I make a lot of macros. I wish they gave us more than 100
Astro
macros.
is still very good, just in my case I've had more consistency with White Mage.
I'm gonna be honest, the shared macro, like I have not used it yet, but like if I copied this over here, would it, I mean, I guess technically that's 200 individual macros that you can use. But like I'm looking at Final Fantasy XI, so it has 10 different macros, like 10 rows for each. So there's like 48 books with 10 times 10, sorry, 20 times 10, so that's like 200 buttons in each book, and there's 48 of them. There's 48 different like books. So holy crap. Okay, so I'm trying to, let's figure out with the calculator here. So there's 20, 10 for each one. That's 200 for each one times 48. 9,600. There's 9,600.
Can't say I understand the pain with macros since I don't use them, lol.
The pain with macros? Oh, you don't use them? Okay, so like macros is in here. Macros is even before Final Fantasy XI in Japanese MMOs and Japanese games, so macros always existed. It's just that when they put it in 11, it was like emphasized into your combat. So they brought it back into 14, but the problem is that the game is modernized, so you don't really need macros. But the use of macros is really good for, like, you know, discipline of the hand. Something that I would say is agreed upon.
Yeah, I understand the use of macro, just since I don't use them I don't understand the pain of lacking rooms for them, lol.
Yeah, it's probably something that like only people who like fully invested into,
mainly since I haven't had to deal with it.
Yeah, like mainly like into doing a bunch of crafting. Like me, I'm in a crafting guild. You probably couldn't tell, but I am in the crafting guild, and the big thing that my crafting guild. I said crafting guild. The big thing about my FC is that whenever we get into a new expansion, the first thing they ask me is, did you get your weaver at level 100? Or did you get your weaver to max? Because my name is Sync Weaver, right? You know, as the weaver, I should be able to get my weaving.
Guild FC, same thing, LOL.
They're just like, hey, bro, hey, did you get your weaving all the way up to max? I'm like, no, I focused on the story. Man, you're pitiful. We're in an FC filled with crafters, and you're not the first person at max weaver, Mr. Weaver. So, like, this time, I was the first person in my FC to get Weaver up to 100, so that they won't say anything. It was like, did you get your Weaver? And I was like, read them in wheat, bitch. Showed them a screenshot, and I'm like, put this on your fridge.
Yeah, in my case I'm in an FC with my almost non-existent friend group cause I'm too lazy to join another FC, LOL.
I mean, do you like your FC? In case I'm in an FC with almost non-existent friend group. My almost non-existent friend group. What the heck? Because I'm too lazy to join another FC. Have you ever thought about joining another FC? Have you, like, investigated on that one? Make your own FC or something? With friends? I mean, there's plenty of the occasion here.
Going to try and be the first highest level cook over in the next expansion.
The first cook.
I mean, it's an FC with my friends, just that they don't RLY play that much anymore.
If they don't play anymore, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If they don't play anymore, it's probably best to probably just, like, close down the FC, take the assets from it, move on. Because it would suck to be in an FC where nobody's in there. And then if they ever come back...
And since ATM, the static I'm in is in a lot of different server, can't RLY be bothered to change FC.
You gotta ask yourself, what's the reason of staying in your current FC? I mean, what's the merit? If there's, like, memorabilia in there, if you're doing, like...
Speaking of crafting,
whatever it is,
I might just skip the crafting gear we have ATM and just make the tools. There seems to be no reason right now to have that gear.
Oh no, there is no reason to get the gear. There is none. The tool is probably what you want to focus on anyway. Which is something I have to do. But I'm getting my alchemist up so I don't have to worry about it later. Honestly, all the crafters feel the same to me. Which makes it...
Only reason I'm staying in it is because I have one friend that still uses the actions, and if I left it they wouldn't be able to refill the actions.
You want to talk with that friend of yours and see, like, what's the benefit of staying in an FC where there's nobody in it? I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I'm not saying this to, you know, break up your FC. I'm just saying, like, it'll probably be prudent for both of you to think about this thing. I mean, unless you want to keep an FC that has a minimum amount of people. Or, better yet, start recruiting. Start getting people in that FC. Liven it up. Do what the RP people do all the frickin' time. Oh my
Yeah, understandable.
goodness.
Just never RLY tried to find another FC, LOL.
Well, you could go, like, you probably don't have to do that if you just find people to fill in the spots of your FC. Start making friends, you know? You probably don't have to leave your FC. You could probably revive your FC. I mean, why don't you? Why not? I don't think there's a harm in, like, reviving your FC.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm kinda just in a mindset of not RLY caring is all.
Apathy's a bitch. If there's one thing that's probably worse than any other cardinal sin, I think, it's probably apathy. Because it's really, like, apathy is the lack of caring whatsoever. But I only say that because it can really get in the way of what people will think. I mean, there's apathy in the everyday person now, especially in my country. there's apathy, and then there's a whole bunch of emotion on top of idiocy. In fact, Asmongold put out a video talking about why it's kind of like what did he call it? Like, it's like rampant idiocracy. We live in an idiocracy, and he really, I don't think he was too political about it, but he pointed out that
I think part of the reason I got into that mindset is because the 3 FCs we were part of turned out to have two-faced leadership.
It's hard to find an actual FC that's filled with friendship nowadays. Everybody has like some sort of agenda in the background, and it's really hard because I blame kind of like the cultural society of things for making that existent. Communication is very easy. The reason to be an actual good person is not all the way there. I mean, how many streamers and e-celebrities were called out for just like the
so
atrocious
I think it's a case of I don't feel like dealing with it anymore might eventually change, but for now not RLY in a hurry to change it cause I'm fine with my current situation.
That's perfectly fine. You're fine with that. It's all good. It's all good. I would suggest, however, looking into it, just in case. Like, if you're fine with how it is right now, I mean, it's alright. I can't really tell anybody to do something. What I can do is ask how you feel. That's all. I can only ask how you feel. 21 minutes have passed. There are 2 DPS in queue. And I'm just waiting and waiting and waiting. I don't know if it's my internet. I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if I was secretly blacklisted in the queue. But it seems like there's something going on in the background for solo queues, just not being picked up for anything.
Yeah, there is a lot of options if I do change my mind and feel like finding a more active FC.
Well, like I said, I don't know who the leader of your FC is. I mean, if it's you, then you can just, like, figure a way to, like, recruit people. Be more active in your FC, come up with events and all that other stuff. My FC is like, right now, they're not really in the game as well. However, they come on. Something new comes on, they come on. One of the things that we did try to do is we tried to make like a static for Savage, but more and more, I'm just seeing that it takes a long time for a lot of people to actually get invested in the real combat of the game. There's a reason why I wanted to find a static in the first place. It's because I'm not trying to like rub my nose in it or anything like that, but I like hardcore and challenging things in games, and I pay so much attention to it. Like, I'm a guy with ADHD here, so like anything that involves a lot of like colors and movement, I'm very interested in and I can pay attention to. So like that's the nature of my FC is still that of like it recruits people in it. And it's more on the line of friendship, but there's like, right now, I think a lot of people are like coming and going.
Yeah, I'm somewhat similar. I like having a challenge in games, though I'm also aware of how much I can do.
And, I mean, speaking of like challenge, did you hear about the people who beat the new Ultimate? Apparently they all cheated. Or one person cheated, right? And so it's like suspected that, you know, the whole entire group cheated. But they're saying, they're like trying to disavow that one person who did cheat.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We already had cheaters for the new Ultimate.
Every Ultimate has a cheater. Every Savage has a cheater. Everybody cheats. That's just the nature of things. And if like people are using, I wouldn't consider using ACT or the calculator, which
is one of the big reason why I don't RLY have a drive to do Ultimate, since it's not quite the challenge I have the skills for or interest in.
Trust me, Rio.
Disavow.
You
Oh, don't even get me started on that one game.
Trust me, Rio. I think anyone can do
Also,
Ultimate,
yet I heard
you know?
about the cheating issues going on in Ultimate. LOL.
I think anyone and everyone can do Ultimate. I think anyone and everyone could do Ultimate. Could. As long as you have, like, the drive to do so. All it takes is for a little bit of grit and having the want to do it. I've noticed that when it comes to our static, what we're lacking.
Yet if I had the drive, I could probably increase my skill enough to do Ultimate.
What we're really lacking in our static, from what I can tell, and maybe I haven't brought this up yet, but it's not a lack of care, it's not a lack of want, it's more, and it's not the lack of skill. We all have the skill to do it. I think what we have a lack of is probably, I want to say, learning capability. I want to say that. And what does that mean? What does learning capability mean? It means that I don't think a lot of people, I think we have, including myself, have the capability or enough capability to be aware of any of like new mechanics and things, and like, you know, get in 1 and 2 or 3 tries. As for me, I watched a video, so I'm like ahead of the curve on our extreme fight. But I think the problem with me is that I get shaky and nervous, so I may or may not, you know, decide it would be a good idea to just fuck up. And I've done that quite a few times. I've done that a few times, is that I just like, you know,
I also watched a guide, and last time we ran Sphene we got to the first enrage.
You guys got to the enrage? See, that I wasn't even there for that. Yeah, I was gone for that day. But I'm glad you guys made it to the enrage.
Yet it was when you unfortunately had something come up.
Yeah. Since you guys made it to the enrage, I mean, that's good. I'm probably going to be the one lagging behind at that point. But that's okay. I think that's good. That you guys actually made it to the enrage. I think then I'll be able to keep up. Like I said, I watched a video on the whole thing.
We did have crashing issues again, which slowed it down a bit on top of the lower raid time on Sundays.
I think we should start asking people to turn to not go to the ice cream truck, to put on the extra sprinkles on top of what they have. Because and I don't know, did Nita have did he have any like
Might
DirectX videos?
be a good idea for those that do crash.
Oh, I'm thinking about it too, because tomorrow we're gonna have to do it, and I'm gonna be the one that's
He
lagging
crashed
behind.
once because of the sprinkles, but turned those off after and it seemed fine.
Yeah, I get it. I get why people put the sprinkles on top of their vanilla ice cream. I get it. For some people, it's an actual visual thing. I get it. I just, I don't do it, you know. And it's not even a judgment kind of thing. I just don't do it.
The one thing I can say is that I think it's a specific one that is causing them to crash, since in my case I have those turned on but wasn't crashing.
Yeah. You know what? I know I'm a very niche person. I'm a rarity. I don't really care for mods in my games that... Like, I'm a true proponent of being able to play the game in its original state. But, like, unfortunately, I think some people need it to be able to function in the game. But I do think that especially in American culture, it's too used to. Everybody
I'm
is too
similar
used to
some
it.
with overall there is a very few number of games I don't run vanilla.
Like, I really think America or the West relies too much on, like, mods for just about everything.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I've noticed it too.
And I'm not saying that to be mean, but, like, look at World of Warcraft. I'm not saying this to be mean, but look at World of Warcraft, please. That game uses, like, mods out the wazoo.
WoW is definitely a perfect example when it comes to PPL being very reliant on third-party plugins and mods.
Yeah, like, no joke. No joke. And I've always wondered, like, if that's the case... ooh. I think I got this. I got this. Okay. Yes.
In my case, most of the time I run mods on games, it's cosmetic stuff, or in Dark Tide's case some call changes that the game doesn't offer by itself.
It's some quality of life things, right? You would think like, oh, some people have it in their head that is like, oh, you know, the game industry would probably love it if I did that. Or something to that nature, which is not the case. I'm gonna get hit by that. I'm not gonna get hit by that. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. Okay. Messed up my combo there. But the quality of life thing and just having like
biggest
a full
thing being
advantage.
a mod that lets me see PPL's true LVL instead of it stopping at LVL 30, and one that gives me a warning in chat when a collectible is nearby.
A warning when a collectible is nearby. Yeah, that's kind of like an advantage. And the whole level thing is weird because it's like, why didn't they just do that in the first place? That's a weird one. But
Good question, LOL.
The question that I have is, why didn't they just implement that kind of stuff in the first place? Or why they don't have it in the first place? Like, it would definitely, like, when games put in stuff that was originally a mod, which 14 does that all the time. They find a mod and then they just implement it into the game. Though people probably are not aware of that. And I think it's because people just don't care. But, like...
Yet I'll give credit to the 14 team, a lot of its call changes were done because mods did it and they thought it was a good thing to add.
Right, and I think that's a good practice to have when you have a game company. You see people who do like mods that really does work with the game itself. It's just that the problem is they have to implement it in their own way. I mean, that's not going to be something they'll focus on in terms of a project. So you have like the project that some guy randomly implemented as a quality of life thing, and then you know, later down the line, why target
It's a decent mindset to have, since a lot of call stuff is done by PPL that love the game and just want to see it get better.
Am I the biggest here? I am. That's weird. My clone's the biggest. Yeah, I think we gotta be careful with that, though. To be completely honest, like I said, I'm a fan of games in its originality, but there's a lot of mods out there.
But yet I honestly couldn't tell you why the dev of Darktide don't take some of the call changes that would obviously help the game and that everyone is using anyway.
Good question, right? Like, they could implement it themselves. Maybe, like, work with the modder. It'd be a good idea, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Woohoo! Oh, why'd I do that? Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, alright. Right here.
But yeah, overall Darktide is the only game I play where I use mods for some call additions.
You know what? That's fine. I think that's fine. There's certainly a need for developers to take a look at some of these mods. I think the problem is that there's probably some sort of like TOS that they have to follow, some sort of rule. Because if they start using mods from, like, you know, people outside of the company, it might just be like a litigious thing. That's the word I'm trying to use. I want to say litigious, if I'm using the word right.
Wouldn't be that surprised if there is indeed something behind the scene preventing them from doing it.
Yeah, no, it's always something. Square Enix has that. They have something that really is like, hey, you can't do this because it becomes some sort of legal action. And they would have to probably, like, fine the person and whatnot. Nice. And I did a lot of DPS during that, which is kind of crazy because red mages are not the biggest DPS in here.
True, in SC's case it's legal stuff that is causing them to have to kinda be careful with that.
Right. So like when implementing something in terms of third party or any kind of thing that would be quality of life, they have to be careful. Definitely be careful. But I still think the problem here is that a lot of people are depending on third-party tools. Not the use of it, they depend on it. Which I think it's
and
like...
well, there's obviously the elephant in the room being if you allow one other PPL will probably push to allow more.
And absolutely. If you allow one thing to happen inside a game, it'll just permeate the same. That's what happened to Blizzard.
Which can lead to a massive issue, unfortunately.
This is what happened to Blizzard. They allow third-party stuff to happen over and over again, and then, you know, over and over and over again.
Indeed.
That, in fact, they have a button for it. They have a button for it, so it's like they're okay with it.
Wait, they have a button in game for it now?
So there's something there, like when you go in the front menu, it'll say like you know how in some games they would have like added mod or something like that. Well, WoW has that. WoW has that. Not 14. WoW. WoW has a button where you can just put in whatever mod you really want.
Oh, they have a button for an add-on list and stuff like that.
Right. So like if you have an add-on, you go to there and you just get the file and you put it on. That is exactly what they have. And the problem with that for me, and if I'm looking at it,
yeah, I forgot about that.
Is that it's there. It's just there. It means that they're okay with it. But I don't think MMOs should. I don't think MMOs should really have something like that. Oops! I almost got myself killed. Oh man, it's a good thing I have that ability. I'll be honest with you, I'm not like, I really don't care if somebody uses a mod. It's up to them. I think the biggest problem is that you know, a lot of these games allow mods to exist, and when that happens, you'll get a lot of wacky shit happen.
Personally, I think having the add-on list is kinda I'd prefer if they just went the way 14 does it and add call stuff that is popular in the game itself instead of relying on add-ons.
I mean, like I said, it's the West. It's that culture. And I think, like, I'll be honest with you, I think it was like Bethesda that really embraced that kind of culture. And because of, like, you know, Bethesda and them saying, like, oh, we work with our game players. They make mods all the time for us, and we're okay with it. And it's just like, okay, that's cool. Just know that, you know, people will do some wacky shit in your game.
Especially when console is involved, since they can't use mods like PC player can.
Nope, not at all. We both dove back, that's kind of funny.
So I think it's more fair to just add call stuff if the game is also on console.
Or just add the quality of life stuff. I think what needs to be done is more of like a kind of like they have to have a meeting on what they if they're going to allow something like this. What I think a company would probably benefit in doing is honestly looking into perhaps letting some stuff be a quality of life that they take in and make it themselves. Or at the very least, I think they should, oh. I think what they should at the very least is contact the person who made the mod and see if they could strike up a deal. Like, you know, use the mod, get credit, maybe pay them for it. And I mean, it could be like a very low budget sum, but like it becomes legal after that.
But yeah, overall I don't have a problem with add-ons. I just think that if it's a good call, it should be accessible to everyone.
Woo! Don't have a problem with it, but if it's like an add-on, it should be accessible to everybody.
Though obviously there are limits to what should be added, since some stuff would be too much.
Well, I think they need to develop it themselves so that there is no legal ramifications for it. Sometimes they go about doing something so legal it just becomes bad. Ooh. Agreed on those. I might have to go mute in a second. Oh. Somebody else got the frickin' blades. They must have like 90 something.
Yeah, that's kinda the best way to go about it, since that way everyone gets to access it, including console if it's just part of the game itself.
Let me put my noise gate up. I know. The way my noise gate is. I'm like.
Also helps with legal problems that could show up.
Super close. Super close. Like it's like it's.
But yeah, overall it's a case of needing to find a balance for it.
Yeah. Quality of life was by somebody else outside of some ask them at an intent. Because if you don't have, like, say like a person on the outside out have to go probably
You're getting cut off.
yeah, because I'm using let me see, put it to you that I'm using a noise bad, like if I was like out here, I think the noise gate would allow me to talk and all that other good stuff, and I would probably sound like I'm actually getting cut off from here. Like, I have to be real close to the mic when I do this. But if I turn off the noise gate, everything is fine. But I turn off the noise gate because I turned on the noise gate, I should say, because I think somebody was actually coming in, but I don't know. But if I go off, if I like magically
just
go
noise
mute,
gate pane lol.
Yeah, noise gate is so stupid. If I go mute, it's because somebody's like in the same room and they make a lot of noise. And they make a lot of noise. I don't know why she makes so much noise with her mouth. But she has a need to be heard. Let's just say that she has a need to be heard. Now, there's a lot of quality of life things that I think 14 is going to have to implement. Like, I don't know why this is such a big thing, but speech bubbles from players. Of course, that's probably going to be a toggle, but they were thinking about putting speech bubbles in the game. I don't really care about the appeal of it. I really don't care about speech bubbles. Because I always thought having speech bubbles everywhere would just annoy me. It's just bloop, 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 and I'd get annoyed. Okay. Yeah, somebody's actually like playing loud music. I don't know if you guys can hear it. What was I doing? I was looking at
That's the annoying part on PSO. If someone's too far away for area chat, all you get is a bubble with
ellipses. Is that really true? You get a bubble with ellipses? I'm going to do the one thing that nobody really wants to do, and I'm going to manually fill in those spots until I feel like...
Yep. That happened with base and NGS.
Alright, so I'm gonna put my guy into crafter mode.
Just don't have a bubble, period.
People want their MMO to be very social, right? So I don't know PSO's speech thing all too much. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. This should be done by the time I come back. Going to the bathroom. Going to the bathroom. To the bathroom! Just don't have a bubble, period. Well, I mean, I don't know then. I didn't put my tasks up today. It's new task. I gotta... Let me do something real quick. So let me blank the screen real quick. I need to...
Yeah, always thought it was weird that the bubble still appeared but basically had nothing in it if you were too far in PSO.
Give me a second.
I also remember that being a thing in PSU.
Bad for mailmen, they
Hell,
still gotta work
I'm
today.
still waiting for them to make an option to filter out cut-ins.
Alright, give me a second. You know the taskbar, Yui? I never made it so that, like, it's made...
Is that still not possible?
What's up? What's up?
Oh.
Oh, I'm still waiting for them to make an option to filter out cut-ins? Really? Huh.
Not to my knowledge, no.
Hold on. So... reset, okay, that's working.
Damn, I remember that being a pretty big complaint back when I still played the game.
So there's this thing. Okay, so you see the taskbar up at the top right there. There is a function that enables...
And NGS has one specific auto chat that goes through the filter. They still have to fix that.
Let me see, because there should be a function that allows mods, allowed users, moderators. There we go. So allowed users, moderators. So do something for me, Yui. Put exclamation point new task, all one word, space, leveling red mage, and capitalize every first word except for new task. You don't need to do that for new task. It's a command, and I need to see if it works for... hold on, let me try it again. There you go. Okay, so it does work. So I made it so moderators can do that with okay, so there's the other thing that I need to give you. So that works. I need to find... where the flip-flop did it go? It is under... but... hello? Where... is it here? Let me see. Is it under here? Okay. Task. Okay. Okay. So in Discord, I am going to put a picture in... I have to put it in a place that
I still need to farm for that warp ring.
So commands, action rolls, okay, developer desktop, the meeting room. Okay, so the meeting room, only moderators, mods. Okay, you can see the meeting room, right? So only... okay, that's good. All right, so only mods can see the meeting room. I need to put the commands for that task bar up there. Okay, let me know if you see that.
Yeah.
So those are the commands. They give the example all the way to the right. They give you the commands on that one. So task done, clear, I tag, flow, highlights.
Holy crap, that's pink.
It is pink. Because the person who made the who made this is a girl. She made it. She's also a really good programmer. Level Dark Knight in... oh, you actually put it up there. Nice. Thank you. So those are the commands for... if I forget, moderators can change the taskbar or the tasks. I just wanted to allow you guys
That's
to do
fine.
that. Yeah, I just want to...
But having white text in it really makes it hard to read.
Yeah. I don't blame me. Blame her. She was the one who put it in pink. I mean, I was like, hey, what's the commands for this? Oh, she was like, oh, here you go. I was like, oh, it's pretty pink. It's like, yeah, pink's my favorite color. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's the those are the commands. I know it's like very, very pink. I know it's very, very pink. I could
Probably should have used black text /
I mean, if you could change, I could change the background, but that would require me to open up the that would require me to open up like Photoshop and just like, you know, mass bluify the background. Hell, I could do that right now. You know what? I'll be that guy to edit on stream. Give me this damn picture, okay? I'll bluify it for you. Give me the damn thing. Let's see. It's too pink, right? Okay, well. Let's see, tolerance. Oof. Tolerance should be at 80.
The pink's not the issue. It's the text color not matching with it.
It's the text color. Oh, man. Listen, we turn it blue, it should be fine. There's some pink in the middle there. It's a rush job. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I did. Oh, my bad. I just like closed out on okay, my bad. Let me fix that. But here, I made a new one. it's blue. Fresh top blue. Now you can see it. There's some pink in the middle there though. There, now you can see it. I hope that works. I hope it works. Anyway.
Kinda.
Man, this chicken's good. Like, real good. Has a little spice on it. I just leveled up!
Either way, time for a bit of Borderlands.
What are you trying to do in Borderlands anyway?
Subsync.
Sup, Argus? Like, what's the grand goal of you playing Borderlands? Like, that'd be my question. What is the goal?
What new?
What's new? Nothing really. It's Black Friday. And as per Black Friday, it's like, I don't care about it.
Just one of the many games I wanted to complete for the longest time.
I finally got Metaphor. So I got Metaphor, and the game, I haven't actually started playing yet, but the game looks good. I did buy another game, however, which I shouldn't have because I became obsessed with it. Balatro. Man, that game is something else.
I keep hearing Balatro is RLY good LOL.
It is good, but it's the same problem that I think is permeating the gaming space, and that is addictive quality. It's good. I like it. You don't have to spend money in it, but you're definitely going to spend a lot of time in it just because of its nature. You know?
More triple F companies are just going mental.
Triple F cup. No, Balatro is 100% indie. Made by one guy in school, and he decided to sell it, and it just blew the fuck up. But I give him all the props for it. You know, I just wish we can have more games that were just like pure fun that you can just put down and come back to. There's a reason why I like RPGs, because, like, you know, you'll get tired, you'll just...
In my case, I picked up at license. I finally got my money. Furry bait aside, the game is RLY solid. Yeah, we're gonna be leaning more and more into indie companies now.
I heard about it. I actually looked into it, Rio. Is it another, like, Souls-like game? Because I also saw it on, the Iron Pineapple. He was doing his Steam dumpster diving and came across the game. I don't know if it is Souls-like, but it certainly is furry bait. Like, very much so furry bait.
It's giving me more old MMORPG vibes more than Dark Souls.
It's like... MMO? Is it an MMO? I didn't think it was an MMO. Ooh. Where is it? There, so you see, there's the sun back
Not
here.
Not RLY,
oh
but it gives those vibes.
It gives those vibes.
It's more like an RPG.
ARPG? It's an ARPG, so it's like Diablo? Let me see.
The gameplay loop could be seen as such.
Well, I'm going to take a look. I'm taking a look. I'm going on Steam. I'm going to take a look. What was it called? Atlas or something? Or Atlier? Whatever. It is Atlas. Alright, I gotta mute.
Though the game is third person instead of the usual Diablo camera.
I remember this. Okay, I remember this. I picked it up, or I put it on my wish list because it looked like Undertale. I thought it looked more like Oh my goodness, what is going on here? What is going on here? Oh, at least they put guys in there, like male characters in there, because like if it was 100% furry bait, well, no, some girls like male furries too, right? Yeah, this is ARPG MMO. This is not MMO like, and this is not ARPG. I'd say this is like action adventure. Although, what the heck did I just see right there?
There is settings to lower the questionable stuff, lol.
What the hell? Yeah, this is definitely furry bait. This is definitely furry bait. What the
Yeah, I said it gives the vibes a bit, but it's definitely not an MMO.
It's not an MMO. I wouldn't say it's an MMO. If anything's furry bait, it's probably her. Yeah, it's probably her. There's a lot of I do like what it looks like though, because this looks more like a 3D action platformy kind of game. Yeah, see this, I don't know why this gives
the game as a solid start, at least IMO.
It gives me like Undertale's vibe. I don't know why it does. The characters are cute, just there's a lot of emphasis on certain places.
True, there is platforming in the game.
There's a lot of, you know what this reminds me of? Pseudo Regalia. So like, I don't know if you guys know what a Pseudo Regalia is, also made by one person, but the main character that you play as, the goat cat lady, Sybil.
True, it does have the same vibe for the art.
Yeah, a lot more. I fear that a lot of games are going towards that, going towards the theme of sexualizing their characters. I'll just add it to cart. continue shopping. Oh, it's only $10. I'll add it to cart. When I plan to play it, I'll play it. I don't know if the $10 is a discount, but it might just be a discount. I have no idea. I didn't check. I'll get the game. It does look like something I would play.
That's the current price.
Okay, that's the current price. Okay, I can. When I get to it, I'll just pay for it and get it. Oh, this person is melding a lot. Yep, see, I don't even know how many materia do they have? Let me do this real quick because...
Not sure if the guy planned to increase the price later, but for now he decided to make it $10.
He made it $10? Warcore Zormore! Warcore Zormore. I know, I shouldn't probably do that, but I just love how it's just like Warcore Zormore. Alright, 20 minutes to get into this. 20 minutes. Alright, we'll probably do this and then we'll move on to 11. Warcore Zormore. What was the other game that I was just thinking about? Not Metaphor. Oh yeah. We were talking about it. Balatro. That game's insane. It's insane because it really pulls you in.
I was also supposed to play Void Crew with a few friends after buying it too, but seemed like it might not be today, lol.
What was it? You said Void Crew with a few friends after buying it too? Seems like it might not be today. There's a couple games that my Discord friends, they're playing and I had an interest in it and I wanted to see if they were actually playing it again. But I think they're looking at it. They always move to another game, right? Game, different. They move to another one every single time. Get off the counter!
We always have those few friends, lol.
Well, they just, they have interests in a whole bunch of games. Mostly, I see them doing oh, they're in there. Okay. What the heck? They play Mario Party
I mean, nothing
outside?
wrong with jumping games if they can afford it, tbh.
Well, they like games that are filled with crafting and survival. There you go, survival games. They really like survival games. There's some people in there. They don't have a streamer's lounge. Raid, chat, council room. Yeah, I gotta remember to put in a streamer's lounge.
Though in my case I prefer sticking to a few games I can always go back to, just a difference in mindset, tongue sticking out.
There's always a game to go back to.
And yes, survival games can be pretty fun.
No, they're definitely fun. Survival games is a very interesting niche. Not really. There's one survival game that is world famous.
That reminds me, I need to get back on Enshrouded eventually, lol.
Me too. I also need to get myself another internal hard drive so that I can have more room to put more games in. I should get a 2 GB internal hard drive maybe. I'll wait till Monday for that. I want to see if there's any
lol, that's why I got a 2 TB SSD.
I have a new SSD, but when I installed it into my computer, the computer was trying to run it was trying to run the OS off of that SSD, and the SSD is 2 gigs, and I'm like I have to figure out how to use that SSD without it. I might have to change the OS over into that SSD. I should look into that. Yeah.
Did you check the BIOS?
Yes, I checked the BIOS. I was in the BIOS and I checked it over and over and over again. So yeah, no, I checked the BIOS.
Sounds like a headache and a half.
It's actually simpler than what people make it out to be. It's usually like the OS. You have to put the hard drive in and like put it in. You have to get your computer set up to change over the OS to the new hard drive. It'll go into remission, so you can put in the hard drive, or in this case the SSD. Then you turn the computer on, it'll continue the transfer. And then after the transfer, it'll run off of that hard drive or SSD. And I think at this point, that's what I'm going to try and do. It's 2 gigs, so, and the old SSD was only like a gig. So, not a gig, sorry, a terabyte, sorry.
Yeah, just gotta do that good OL computer magic, LOL.
Yeah, you probably didn't even... Wait, what the hell did you just say?
Yeah, I figured you meant TB, LOL.
He's like, what the hell did you just say? I said gobbledygook.
I have an internal SSD as well, but I'm probably gonna have someone else install it. But I'm getting an SSD enclosure to be able to at least use it.
Right. This is a good idea. That's a good idea. But to be frank, it might take a little bit of time to do it, because I have to...
In my case, I technically have 3 SSDs in my rig.
You have 3 SSDs in your rig? Oh, man.
2 1TB and 1 2TB.
Hey guys, I do not remember where... Shop. I do not remember where this guy is here. The collections guy? I forgot. I'll just go to solution 9. He's right there. 2 1 terabyte and 1 2 terabyte.
I only have 2. An M.2 that's half a TB and a SATA 2 TB.
Right. I
mean SATA 1 TB.
I have, believe it or not, 5 hard drives.
Though that's mainly cause my old SSD was 1 TB and it came with a 1 TB SSD. I added the 2 TB SSD at a later point to get most of my games on it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Believe it or not, I have 1 2 terabyte SSD. Oh, I have 2 terabyte SSDs, 1 external, 2 500 gigs hard drives. 1 is like really old and I'm waiting for it to die. 1 did die. And then I got another SSD that goes up to 500 gigs because it was my first one. I have to switch that out. What do I do with the purple scripts?
That's why I got another 2 TB. So I can just put my Steam games in there. Games like Black Myth Wukong are taking up at least 100 GB,
yeah,
which is a massive ouch.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's games like that's made meticulously like that, you know. I can only feel some sort of...
But yeah, I basically use one of my 1 TB for storing some stuff and I have my OS on it. The other one is for my main games, which include 14, and the 2 TB is basically all the other side games I play here and there.
I see.
And PO2 will also take 100 GB.
Oh.
Cheap viewers on smartfollowers.online.
Oh, did they get him? Did the bot get him?
Yeah, piss off bot. Welp, looks like one of the bots got through for a sec.
Oh.
Bot didn't get it fast enough.
It happens all the time, I think. What the? There we go. I don't know why that just happened. Recipes, maybe? Oh. 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 I have all these? Not? Okay. So I don't have...
At least my SSD won't be at risk if it's in an enclosure.
Might as well.
But yet I needed to separate 14 from my other games cause games are getting pretty big lol.
Think culinary, blacksmith, carpenter, woodworker, culinarian, and then this is do something with this stuff. Figure it out later. Alright. You need to separate 14. Well, 14 in my case is like with all the other MMOs. So
thankfully I haven't RLY needed more than 3 TB of space. Same time I tend to delete games I don't play that often.
That makes sense. Oh, look at that. 96 already. Oh man. I'm really leveling up through traditional means here. Level 96. Let me see if there's like anything new for that. Guess it's accessories, yeah.
Getting Crafter's LVLED is fast if you know what you're doing lol.
Very much so, yeah. It's like I have 4 more levels till like level 100. And then I'll get done alchemist. All right. I mean eventually all of them will get to
They RLY made the leveling process stupid fast for crafters / gathers.
Yeah, they did. Let's see, I was at level 90 this morning. I'm at level 96 now. I'm level 96 now. Leather worker, goldsmith, armorer, blacksmith. Blacksmith is supposed to be like my second.
Not complaining though, cause it means I can easily self-meld and repair after a new X-Pack, tongue sticking out.
Just get all this to level 100 and then, you know, work on all of this and then blue mage. And then we call it a day, right? Call it a day. It was so easy getting these guys up. It's gonna be easy getting the healers up because healers are also quick queues. It's just the rest of these. It's like the rest of these. I think we regained 2
basically
million
almost
experience.
instant queue if not instant for healers lol.
Exactly, yeah.
DPS is the part that slows down during leveling.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make money in 11. Like fast money that doesn't involve me spending my sparks. Maybe I'll have
It's
to craft.
also
I
the
have
part
no
that
idea.
kills your inventory XD.
Yeah. True enough. Let's go back to the market board. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna get 11 to work when it comes to making money, because I understand how to do it in I understand how to do it in 14, funny enough. I just don't implement it a lot. Like, you know, maybe I should bring back map Sundays
We have what, 5 different type of armor and 4 type of accessories for DPS? Something like that.
Something to that nature. Should I get the Codex? Oh, that looks expensive. That looks expensive. Oh, I know this. I know this is expensive.
So it eats up a lot of inventory space when you consider the gear you need while leveling.
If there is one thing I wish they work on, is inventory space. Is inventory. Like, 11 has it that you can upgrade your inventory. Like, 11 is more RPG than MMO at this point. But that's because they made it so that it does feel like an RPG more than an MMO. You just so happen to be there with other people. But being in a social game nowadays doesn't really mean that it's going to be very social.
RLY could use at least 5 extra slot for at least armor in the bag.
I think... Okay, let me see. When we transfer over to 11, I'm going to have to probably restart the stream. Only because I want it to show up in OBS. I don't know why OBS is not allowing it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I just don't know why it's not working. I'll probably have to do stream elements stream. No, I can't, because I know it's going to be like, I would have to make a whole other stream scene and setting and profile. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do all that. I really don't. But yeah, we'll take like a half an hour break when we go into 11. So let's see.
But yeah, hope you have fun with Atlas if you get it at one point. In my case, it's been filling that dungeon crawler itch I've been having.
I'll get to it when I'm done with all the other games that I'm playing. For instance, I still need to beat Brothership. I'm afraid to start Metaphor because I know I'll love it.
Yeah, fair XD.
I'll know I'll love Metaphor and I'll get stuck in that. I'm already stuck in 11. You know damn well I'm going to get stuck in that game. Let's do 30. I mean, wait, 33. Oh, son of a basket. Baskets. Okay.
I've had a pretty big backlog of things to play, and that list just got bigger with Atlas and Void Crew being added to it.
See, the reason why I said son of a basket is because this is 343. This is 121. Technically, it's going to be a lot more to get these. They're probably cheaper than probably this. Let me see. Because I'm probably going to be spending some money here. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
The pain of crafting, LOL.
It's cheap because it's 3. So, like, I'm going to have to buy, like, 60 of them. Yeah, okay, and this is super cheap just as well, and I'm thinking, I know this has to be super cheap. It just all adds up. Yeah, so it's like super cheap. Oh no, oh no, it went cheap down here. I might have to buy all of that. Okay, depending on like how much I get from all of this, man. Oh geez, I have to probably get 60 of these, 80 of this, and 60 of that.
But yeah, at least now that I finished Brothership, that's at least one less game in that list of games to play, LOL.
I'm gonna have to focus on Brothership on my own time. I do find it though, it's very perplexing. Brothership is a good game. I think its feeling and how it portrays, what the hell? And how it portrays itself, I think it's on the kind of like it's lacking some of that excitement. Can't believe I'm in this again.
After finishing it, I can say they played it pretty safe overall with the game.
Yeah, it was very much safe. Honestly, it's like, it's not a bad game, it's just not exciting. This is going to be really... Why is this even in leveling roulette? I won't get shit from this. What? Why did
It's enjoyable enough for me to look forward to maybe getting another game in that series, but I hope if we do get another one, that one will have a bit more.
Yeah, I think there isn't like... They're like lacking some of the humor. Combat's definitely fine. That was the dumbest leveling roulette I've ever had. They should take that out, honestly. They need to take that one out.
Still a shame we don't have a setting to have Luigi use B.
What's funny is that there is a point in the game where Mario and Luigi has the option to separate themselves, and when you do, Luigi's buttons are B. Talking to a person is B. Jumping is B. Hammer is, you know, Y, but like everything else is B. So it's like, wait, so they already programmed that into Luigi already. And when he gets back and, you know, becomes a tag team with Mario again, his options are A again. Like A then BB. And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, when you get split, Luigi uses B and Y as you'd expect, so it's weird you can't have him use B in combat for menu.
That's what a lot of people have been complaining about. I think whoever made this was trying to streamline the RPG for Mario and Luigi, but what they didn't understand is that the B button is Luigi, and Luigi should be using the B button for everything instead of like, oh, cancel, cancel, cancel. They should have programmed it, and it's not even hard to program something like that, to be honest. And they're not going to do an update for it, I'm pretty sure. But like, and if they do, you know, I'll eat a shoe. But when it comes down to Luigi,
it's definitely a case of streamlining, which is why it's kinda sad there isn't at least an option for OG fans.
Right, for like legacy people, they'll just use Luigi with the B button, and that would be great, because a lot of people were confused when they were like, why am I fighting with the A button with Luigi, or choosing a block with the A button with Luigi? So people got like really mixed up. I did too, so it's like, dang it. But it didn't stop me from enjoying the game. It was just something that I like had to get used to. I hope that if they're gonna make another Mario Luigi game, and I hope they do, they gotta put Luigi on the B button forever. And I think
I never fully got used to not using B for Luigi, LOL.
I hope, this is hoping, if they do make another Mario and Luigi game, you know, of course with the B button, that makes a lot more sense, but they need to not have Luigi be like some sort of NPC, or like a lemming that you control by telling him to go somewhere and he activates himself all at once. A lot of people, I mean, I think perhaps it was just misunderstood that we would like to work in tandem with Luigi and not be like, oh yeah, Luigi, go do your thing, and he'd be like, yeah, okay, okay. And
yet it needs to be more Mario and Luigi.
Right, it's Mario and Luigi, not Mario plus NPC Luigi. And I like the game. I really do. I don't say like I'm not criticizing it because I have some sort of hatred against it or anything like that. Because God knows I have criticism for games that I like.
A lot of PPL basically say that Luigi feels more like a Paper Mario partner, which IMO is kinda true.
Kind of, a little bit more advanced than that, but kind of. Because Luigi will, I mean, you can tell him to do things, right? And he'll do it, but people will ask for, well, can't we have him jump with Mario? Like in the old games it was AB. Whenever you jumped over an obstacle, it'd be like AB. Like the only things that I could really tolerate when like Luigi goes by himself is probably those floating platforms, but I think people would probably appreciate it if
overall it feels like an in between Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario, which feels a bit weird.
I don't know about Paper Mario. I don't get that feeling. And that's because I'm a hardcore Paper Mario fan. I love Thousand Year Door. When they remade it, I was like through the roof happy. But I don't think it feels that way. I think what you can do with Luigi in games like this, if you're going to bring him back, have him be controlled, and so like you could switch between the both of them. So you could play as Mario
well, I
and
meant
Luigi
felt a bit in between the two.
Yeah, I don't have that feeling. I really feel like Luigi is kind of like, he's off doing his own thing whenever I press the L button. He's like, go Luigi! He's like, okay, and then he's off doing his thing. Paper Mario partners, you press a button, they do a thing. But it's not like an automatic thing, it's like a set program. Luigi feels like a robot. He feels like you're commanding him to do something. And that's kind of different. That's really different from like the partners in Paper Mario. So that's why I think it's different for me. I wish you could just switch between both of them, control the both of them. Like those platform things and the obstacles on that forest island.
My main grip with the way Luigi works is the leash you have. With the way he acts, I found myself getting hit by that leash a few times while trying to do stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people won't miss that. Instead of like stopping Mario in his tracks because Luigi can't get past the obstacle until you press the button for him. If you get too far from Luigi, he just goes back. He's like, Luigi! And then it's like, why did you automatically jump off? It's like, Luigi! Mario! I mean, to say that they love each other is an understatement in this game. They are definitely loving brothers. If they wanted to emphasize the fact that Mario loves his brother, then they certainly did a good job. And, you know, Luigi loves Mario, Mario loves Luigi. They're brothers, they love each other. It's brotherly love. I love it. But, like, to have Mario take control and wrest it away from you to go get Luigi, that is so weird. But it's like, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, caused me to have to redo a few jump, which was a bit annoying, but just to get annoyed at the moment, then proceed to enjoy the game after getting past it. LOL. Don't give Peach reasons to be jealous.
There's no need. I think secretly she's doing both of them, which is a problem for Daisy.
And Daisy.
Which is a problem for Daisy, because Daisy, we all know what's going on between Daisy and Luigi. We all know what's happening there. I wish they would just bring her into a game. I mean, she was in Super Mario Wonder, right? She was there. She was one of the main characters in Wonder. Because she was there with Peach, which is the first time that she's playable outside of a side game. She's actually in a side scroller. I love that. I love that Daisy was there. They should have her in more games. Like, have her be in a Mario Luigi, so it could be like Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Daisy. That would be the best.
But yet in the end, the whole invisible leash didn't really hurt my enjoyment of the game, just a spot annoyance when it happened.
Yeah, it was an annoyance. Alright guys, we're gonna be doing 11. Give me like a half an hour, maybe up till 6 o'clock. I'll put up a stream scheduled for 6 o'clock, and so I can get myself ready. Let's do this first. I need to this done task leveling Red Mage. And there it goes. All right. I don't know which one of us got it. I don't know which command. I think mine went first. I have no idea. But all right. I'll see you guys at 6 o'clock. We're gonna go until 11.
Both.
Probably, yeah. I don't know. We're gonna be leveling Dark Knight. Well, at the very least, we're gonna have to find a place to level Dark Knight. We also have a couple missions to do. We have
Both is good.
We have to continue the Rhapsody of Vana'diel just as well. If I because when I continue Rhapsody, I'll be able to get to Norg. Norg is should be easy to get to, but I have to go to Kazam, and in order to go to Kazam, I need to get 3 different keys from 3 different dungeons. Oh, that's so many chores, but 11 feels more like a traditional RPG than 14, unmistakably. Now I must set up shop. Yeah, I set up shop. Am I still getting rained on here? I am. That's so weird. So I'll see you guys in a half an hour.